Well, it's day 50 or 51. Can't really remember. A couple miles in, we stopped from like 100 yards where my parents stopped and turned around because Gabby was not feeling great. We waited for like an hour or so. We haven't gotten very far, Mom.
My stomach was hurt so bad.
It's extremely muggy out. It's supposed to rain. Hopefully that'll cool things off. But it was nice seeing my parents, but it was also not nice because like we got a hint of what was back home, and it was like...
It was great seeing them. Like, and thank you so much, Paul and Sharon, when you see this. We had a great time. Like, we really appreciate you taking us. But coming back on the trail that was really hard. It's hard to like leave and then come back out here.
And like being 50 days in, you kind of do realize that you do like miss home essentially.
It's hot.
It is so hot.
So muggy.
But that's kind of why we're out here, is because we want to miss that essentially.
Yeah, we want to appreciate what we have in our family.
But yeah, it's just hot. But we only have like 6 more miles to go, maybe a little more than that.
A little less, maybe.
Oh, okay.
We don't have very much to go for the day.
We're trying to beat the rain. We're gonna do only 10 miles a day. Not a lot of hikers out today, which is kind of weird. Damascus was a bust though. I mean, like everything was closed. All the stores were closed. None of the outfitters had what we wanted. So
yeah, all the restaurants were closed.
It was a bust. Maybe things hype up during trail days or right before, right after. So.
Probably.
Oh well. All right, we're gonna keep going. It's a glorious day in Virginia when we have privies. It's a good thing. It's a good day. Look at this. There's a doorknob and everything. Wow. And a little AT sign. All right, day 52. We only did 10 miles to the nearest shelter, which really worked out because Gabby was not feeling well. She had a huge migraine. She felt like she was going to throw up. We were very, very slow yesterday. It wasn't too bad of a climb until like the very end. But we're feeling better today. Still don't really want to hike, but we're excited to get closer and closer to the ponies and also mile 500. We are doing 19.1 miles a day. Takes us to mile 499. We should be right behind some of our friends because we just got a text saying they're crossing that 500 today. A nice morning. No thunderstorms last night, even though they were predicted. It was like 70% at like 4. That was kind of weird. It's nice and cool. Should be no rain today. We did meet one section hiker. She's doing like 200 something miles. She had 50 pounds on her back, 12 days worth of food. She was dying yesterday, and she has no trekking poles. And so it's kind of amusing to meet people like that. You know, it was like her first day out on the trail. Yeah, we're wearing a new rain gear.
New frog togs, but it's like fancy frog togs.
Yeah, they were fancy. They got zippers, pockets, different type of zipper in the front. They got a hole in the armpit, cinches on the sides, and on the hood.
A cap too.
Yeah.
Rain protection.
They were really fancy. $25 more than what we spent on the pants and the jacket. If they last just as long or even longer, then they're absolutely worth spending $50 on them. And ironically, they're way cheaper than what everyone else spends on theirs. So nothing different, nice and cloudy. Leaves are coming in, bugs are everywhere. I had like 3 different spiders on me last night. just crawling around me. I guess I'm like spider king or spider bait or something. You can hear some water.
Nice and flat.
No, I did not. Thanks for ruining it. Lots of bucks. Stopping by, used the privy at Lost Mountain Shelter, second shelter in Virginia, and they've so far been pretty impressive. Nice and large, a lot of room for tents and a privy and a bear box, which is super nice.
Just made it into the fenced part of the Mount Rogers area, and we might see some ponies. This is our climb for today, Mount Rogers. To the next shelter, which is in the part that we went into. Shelter.
Right, no camping.
So, the only thing is if there's no room, there's even more miles. So, unless they don't mind stealth camping, it's only 4 miles long, but after that.
What are you saying?
What kind of Cook bar was it?
Mine was peanut butter banana. Shut up.
And it looks like it stays like this. Hunger pain.
Definitely worth it. I think we found a place to eat lunch right over there on that rock, and then we're headed that way after lunch. It's a little windy. It's actually a lot cooler than it was down there. I'm gonna eat some chips now.
Whew. This is our view for lunch. And Spencer chomping on Cool Ranch.
How did Cool Ranch get better than Flame Hot? I don't know.
Good.
How did they do it? It's so good.
We made it up here at about 1:40, which is good timing, way faster than I thought we'd be going. Mile almost 12 for the day. Rest of the day is pretty flat. Hardest part of the day is over, and we made really good time. We only have like 7 miles left. We can knock that out in like probably 3 hours. About 4 miles from the shelter, but we found a trash can and a bathroom. But we're at a place that people like typically, there's a couple trails. There's the AT, and then there's like an elk trail where folks can ride their horses up the meadow.
I always make a joke of look at all those chickens, but there's one. There's literally one up here. I don't know what other bird in Virginia that walks like that. That bird is walking like a chicken. Howdy, folks. 0.6 from the shelter. We are about a mile and a half away from mile 500, so tomorrow we'll hit it. We are technically on the edge of GRAYSON Highlands, but we've seen some droppings from ponies, and we were about to get water, and then we went 3 yards away from there, and then there was some pony droppings right there on the ground. Definitely a good idea. We did not fill up there. Lots of rocks in this area. Definitely tired after this 19 miles a day. It felt good until we hit all those rocks that were on the ground, and then it was just painful. Oh, where's the ponies?
Well, this is what we get to walk tomorrow.
There's no ponies here. Got some mac and cheese.
Spam.
And spam.
And our view.
Look at that view. Far Out said this was a large privy. I didn't know what specified it to be large. Yeah, pretty large to me. And handicap accessible. Nice.
We stayed the night last night at Thomas Knob Shelter. Right now we are in an endangered forest. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's like a super, super dense and thick forest with like pine needles all over the ground. It's absolutely beautiful. But right outside here is the outskirts of the GRAYSON Highlands. Hopefully we'll see some ponies. Also, I stand corrected. Yesterday I said we climbed Mount Rogers. We climbed part of Mount Rogers. This is actually Mount Rogers right here, but the mountain we were climbing yesterday was called White Top Mountain. And that is Thomas Knob Shelter.
We're leaving the shelter. We've got 16 miles ahead of us. The next 5 should produce ponies.
Good luck, guys.
See you down.
Have a good hike. This right here is a bear vault or bear box. Essentially, it locks up your food at night, so you don't have to hang your food in a tree.
Absolutely gorgeous. We haven't even gone a mile, and we look to the left, and there's this big rock, and I know for sure there's gonna be a good view up here. So we're gonna check it out. Even though we're only doing 16 miles, which a couple weeks ago would have been a lot.
That would have been a big day.
It would have been a big day. Now we feel pretty good. We did 19 miles yesterday, and
We still got to camp like before 6.
yeah, we got camp before 6. We took like an hour lunch too, but we feel pretty good at 16, so we're taking it slow. This is definitely worth a climb.
There's so many pools of water. Oh man. Right to our left.
That's Mount Rogers, highest point of Virginia. Technically not part of the AT. Oh, see a little gap right there? Oh, with the power lines. We found it. There it is. Smile.
500 miles.
Nice.
Yeah. See, this is the trail right here. There's the blaze. And then that's the next one. We officially made it to Rohan. The Riders of Rohan.
Just rolled up on Fat Man Squeeze. Let's see if I can fit.
Let's see if all those little Debbies walked off.
Little Debbie, more like Big Debbie. I'm a Big Deborah. Ooh.
Didn't really think we'd be doing some bouldering this morning. It's slowing us down a little bit, but I think we kind of knew we were gonna take this morning slow. Also, I think we saw a human poop right on the trail. Nice. Guess it meshes well with all the horse poop we've been seeing. Be right back. I'm just gonna roll my ankle on one of these rocks real quick. We found the ponies and the view as well.
All right, Jeep, you cannot freak out. They seem like large dogs. They're just ponies. Lucy, crew, calm down. Don't attack the TV. Jeep, don't bite the phone. They're just ponies.
Here we go. We got 4 here.
They're thick. Thick.
There's 5 of them.
Look at that thick. Thick ponies.
She's not pregnant.
All of them are pregnant?
Well, some of them aren't as thick. Like that one's good. That one's a good size.
We got some salt
Salt,
for
we
you.
put some salt down because they're salt deficient.
Just like falling asleep.
This is done with this stuff. Got small ponies. There's one over there being antisocial in the back. He's done with us.
She's thick. Thick. My goodness. Got more giant dogs. Look at them.
Jeep, look at the giant dog.
Jeep, don't freak out. That one's like, I have one on the other side. The other side's better. Oh yeah.
Good for you.
Oh yeah, get the salt. Man, he's just chomping away.
There's 2 more up there, black one and a brown one. Oh, shit. Look at the baby. Wait a minute. They're coming. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so precious.
Oh, he's so fluffy. He'll get popped if he's not careful.
Oh, there's even more. All these horses are trapped over here. And then there's one smart boy.
There's a lot of bears
We
around.
also officially made it to the park.
This is the shelter inside the park where you can't not camp. There it is.
Not even a big one. We're walking through what I believe is called the Scales, and it's just another beautiful grassy ridge. The issue is that it's gonna rain. The clouds aren't looking good, and this is a couple mile long section. We're kind of booking it right now. We wanted to make it at least another 3 miles before lunch. I think we're about a mile from where we said we'd stop. If it's gonna be open like this, I definitely don't wanna stay here for lunch with the clouds like this. It's about 3.5 miles to the next shelter. We might just have to book it there, and then we can stop for lunch with a roof over our heads. Pretty though.
Got rain.
We see a couple more, 2 more horses over here. One right there. You can't really see the other one. Yeah, there you go. Another one right there. Guys, still not looking good. We made it down off of like that area up there, which is like an open grassy. We're now in a horse corral where there's a bear box right there. Behind me is a privy and a fire pit. Haven't heard lightning or thunder yet. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather keep going to the shelter. I don't know. We made it to Old Orchard Shelter. Made it here around 2:30. We just kept looking at the sky and it just didn't look good. So a little less than 5 miles to go. I don't want to hike in the rain, but it is what it is. We want to get the miles down. We're about halfway to the shelter from.
According to the phone. According to the
phone.
We're 5 miles away.
Right after we left, it like downpoured like pretty good. Our rain gear works. It's so humid and hot out here that like we take off the jackets and it's like we're soaked underneath. Not because the rain jacket's not working, but because we're sweating so hard. It's like it's drizzling right now, but we decided just to take off the rain gear because we're gonna stay drier this way. 1.5 miles up and then a mile down to the shelter, hurricane shelter. It's been a weird day. The ponies were cool, but it's the terrain and the rain and yeah, I'm just ready to get there.
We are 0.1 from the shelter. We just got water down there. We are on Hurricane Mountain. We see multiple signs that say beware of tree limbs falling. And there are a ton of small trees, large trees, tree limbs down there by the water on the ground. And a lot of them are still blooming green. So like this place is rightfully named. 16 miles today, 20 tomorrow. We are definitely feeling the Virginia blues already, let me tell you that. But we'll get it figured out. We might get a really nice sunrise here.
Yeah.
Greetings.
We're at Hurricane Mountain Shelter. It's
Cold.
cold. The rain really cooled it down. It was 35 when we woke up. Oh. We got a 19-mile day to the Partnership Shelter, which is a really, really nice shelter. And you can order pizza, and it has a shower. So we're kind of thinking we might ask the pizza delivery driver to send us like a lot of napkins because we don't have towels, but we'll see.
We are headed towards a waterfall right now. Well, this is the waterfall. I'll get a better angle over here of it. Definitely not a big waterfall, but I can see how it can get dangerous. Oh, it's totally possible here. Got a very pretty view, but it's so windy, it's so cold. Oh. Just think, in a couple of weeks, no one's gonna be able to even see that view. It's windy. Why are my balls sweaty and cold at the same time?
Walking up on Trimpy Shelter, which is about mile 9.5 for the day. Beautiful and green, lots of nice tent sites and a bear box, and then super cool shelter too.
Look at this spider, is it dead?
Where?
Are you dead, Mr. Spider? Nope.
Oh, that's not a dead spider. We're walking through this beautiful green meadow.
Got a nice view, valley, rye. Gabby's keeping up the tradition of kicking every third rock she sees.
So many rocks. Oh, my feet.
Very pretty. Good old farmhouse. Alright, we've done 19 miles. We're coming across the shelter that has showers, a bathroom, trash, and you can order pizza from the local pizza places. We're gonna go check it out. Showers are in the back, allegedly. Oh, there's a little window up there though. Oh, there's the back house. Man, look at this place. It's popping.
Hello. Hey.
What's up?
Okay, how are you?
This place is booming, isn't it?
I got my glasses on, so I can't exactly tell you.
So So there's a ladder to the upstairs, the alleged shower. Hikers, please clean shower and sink. Interesting. It looks like it might be closed. I'll go up here real quick. Ooh, massive space up here. A little dirty though. Well, I'm currently waiting for Gabby. There's a phone right there that I can use to call a bunch of different places. And Pizza Hut and a place called Pizza Palace? Something pizza, I don't know.
Did you ask that guy about the pizza place?
What pizza? I don't think I could be any more disappointed in my entire life than this moment right now. Not only does Pizza Hut not deliver here anymore, not only does Pizza Perfect, the number, not work, not only does Little Caesar only do deliveries via online and there's no internet here. Not only do we find the right number for Pizza Perfect, but they are closed on Monday. Not only all this, and my balls are still sweaty and cold. I am outrageously disappointed.
That right there is the privy, and like just beyond there is the shelter. You can't really see it from here, but you walk down the trail, there's a parking lot with trash, and then there's a building, the Mount Rogers Center or something like that. It's just one of those nights. I mean, like, we pushed 19 miles today. Like, definitely wasn't an easy day. The whole day we're just like thinking, well, at least we get pizza tonight, but I'm over here gonna grab some water from like the spigot at the center, and we found out the shower doesn't work in the shelter. It's also a little too cold to take a shower anyway, especially since we don't have napkins to dry off with. On top of all that, there's no bear hang either, so like we're trying to hang our bear bags right now, so it's a long night.